Okay, I wanted to start today off by doing a little changing my mind on something I decided to do earlier, and that's I'm gonna pull for Hyacine. I was gonna skip her initially, but just reading that chapter with her in the last update just really sold her on me, so unfortunately I've changed my mind on it, and I'm getting Cypher now instead of skipping, like I initially said. But yeah, I wanted to do that just real quick here before we get back to the Nikke games, what I have in the title, but for now, I got a lot of pulls, so here goes. I feel like I'm due to lose a 50-50 sometime here. What's my records records right now? I'm very fresh off of, completely fresh off it, so no pity at all. Okay. And nothing there. Number 3. Last of the tickets. No, not that. Just want to use up. Whatever. So yeah, I got more than 100 here, so hopefully don't need to use all of it. I'm not gonna be going for the light cone. I'm just gonna get Hyacine. But yeah. Honestly, I was really sold on her. She's just so cute. I couldn't help myself. Is that one? No. There's more. It's making me work for it this time. I can feel it. Come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where's there no music? Okay, here goes. Can I get lucky? Alright! Huh. Oh, alright then. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Oh! No way! A double! Oh my god! No freaking way! Every time I feel like I'm due to lose a 50-50, it just proves me wrong, I guess. I also guess that... Wow. Okay. Wow, two double 50-50... Two, like, double pulls, like, so close together. Like, I just got a Scofier with this two in the same, like, double pull, but... Wow, I didn't... Wow. I also got that Lycon that I apparently didn't have heard on May, but... Wow. So yeah, that didn't take a lot. I still got 30 plus 90. Yeah, I've got so much left. Wow, that was just... Wow. But yeah, I guess Hyacine here now. We got her now. There we go. Okay. Seems it took over a new day already on this side. But I did already do my farming earlier. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Right into the main story. Oh, actually, before that... I had some side missions I wanted to do first, actually. Mostly with the... Yeah. Just a few little side missions that we had around. Apparently Nikke and Rappi wanna do a little hangout, so... Let's see if I can do those real quick. Which one is which, though?
I
go over here.
worked out more. Found the target.
Alright.
I briefed myself on the mission. All right, let's go.
Let's be fine.
Be rough with me.
Alright, so which one did I choose?
Time to take out the trash.
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
I'll never get tired of that ultimate screen.
I'm gonna roast you all alive! I am your doom!
Did get my squad some extra 10 levels recently,
Hold on a
so
moment.
hopefully there should be no problems continuing with the main story plot.
Cannon, full steam ahead! Open fire!
They should be. They haven't been struggling so far,
Just a bit harder.
but I want to make sure I have that quick battle on so I can really get through it in a reasonable amount of time.
Hurry, hurry!
There we go, stage 1. See if I can make a bit of a quicker strong team for this.
Not quite enough. Why don't we continue for a little while longer?
Coming.
Since I'm here, I might as well show that I'm serious.
Come on. Let's swap out you for...
Maybe I was better off back at the rehabilitation center.
I'm going.
I think make things a bit easier and quicker.
Whatever happens, happens.
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
They're putting up a fight. Might just have to use the
Really
main team for this.
I'm gonna roast you all alive. I am your doom.
Stay back, stay back.
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
I shall decide your destiny.
Harder. Just a bit harder.
Let's teach these rude customers a lesson.
Oh jeez. Alright, that's enough of that. Get the main squad out.
What's on the menu?
Not you. This one. They want to not make this easy, then fine, I won't hold back.
I guess I have no choice but to fight.
Yeah, that's a lot better and smoother.
There's some dirt on my face.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Almost there. Clear out the obstacles a bit. Yeah. No need to slow time down when if I can just clear this without using ult skills. Almost. And clear.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
And number 3.
Today, our humanity...
On my way.
Hopefully I chose the right one. Right side quest even.
Gaze upon me, my audience.
Another defense. Can't clear quicker. Somehow these like minute and a halves feel so much longer than they are.
Give me just a second.
So many obstacles on the ground, all these dang crystals.
I have to do some quick maintenance.
Keep holding on, no need to use the skills and slow time down. This team's more than strong enough to hold on without that.
There's some dirt on my face.
Almost. And cleared. Nice.
Rapture's eliminated!
I did get the right one. Niece stretches her limbs. Isn't this fantastic? Blue skies, green grass, and bright sunlight. Oh yeah, this hits the spot, alright. I never thought there'd be a day when we could take in the views up on the surface in peace. Be that as it may, you shouldn't let your guard down entirely. I know. Still, for Nikke, for everyone living in the Ark really, the surface was always a peaceful place associated with fear and anxiety. There was always the uncertainty of whether you or your friends would come back alive. Trust me, you're preaching to the choir. Sure, there were a few bastions of safety like Eden, but no matter how much you tried to settle into those places, at the end of the day, you were still in someone else's home, so you couldn't fully get comfortable. Here, though, this is our land. This is a place where we stake our claim and raise our flag. We have the right to live here. That's a source of great comfort to me. Makes me feel like I can well and truly relax. Just sit back and take in the sky, you know? I know how I feel. Very well, I knew you would. And he slides down a nearby field of grass. This is nice. She looks up at the sky. A long time ago, someone once told me about back in the day. Even something as simple as watching clouds on the surface was enjoyable. Back then, I didn't quite understand. I figured we had a darn near perfect recreation of the sky in the Ark. So what was the difference? Well, now I can see that there's a world of difference. When you stare at the real thing, your sense of time just slips away, and you don't realize time's passing. Really now. Absolutely. Come on, lie down, see for yourself. Niece taps the ground next to her. I lie down next to Niece and look up to the sky. It's an exceptionally clear day, and specks of white clouds dot the azure expanse. Well, what do you think? It really is nice just watching it. I know, right? I knew you'd feel the same way. I'm glad I came here with you. It wouldn't have been the same if I'd come alone. We should do it again sometime. Really? Just the two of us? Yeah, just the two of us. Good. We can bring some soda next time. Getting closer to the Nikkes, how nice. This is brutal. Ever since we returned, I've been dying to go back. We can always go again. You're right about that, we certainly can. Craner, do you remember the promise we made to each other? Which one? What? Are you pulling my leg or something? Or you've honestly forgotten? Of course I remember. Good. I'd have never forgiven you if you'd actually forgotten. Still, I would like to hear you say it again. Are you serious? Yeah. Fine, well, it's kind of embarrassing, you know. Commander, the next time we go to see this guy, let's go, just me and you. Alone. That's a promise, so don't forget. There, you happy now? Very happy, and I intend to keep that promise. That's so embarrassing. I can't take it, I'm gonna go get a soda. I'll talk to you next time. That was nice. Let's see. Was the other one also in chapter 27? I meant meant. Boom. Gotta make sure I go to the right place and do the right quest. Was also 27. Okay. Now we gotta go see Rappy.
It is not becoming to rush.
That's a long trek.
I will go slowly.
Can I not click our way back? Well, they're making their way. Alright, here we are.
Encounter. Here we go.
Here's the letter. Rappy takes out the letter from the old box and hands it to me. I will be waiting at the hideout. Did you find anything other than the letter? No, nothing yet. I think we should search the room more thoroughly. Sounds like a plan. Very well. I'll take a look at the bookshelves. Now I'll check out the desk. Alright, thank you, Commander. A moment later... I tried pulling open the drawer, but it refuses to budge. Using a bit of strength, I force it open. Oh? Inside the drawer, there's several old faded photographs. Commander, I heard a loud sound. What was it? I found some photos here. Photos? Rappy approaches and glances at the pictures. These must have been taken a long time ago. They're quite faded. Rappy and I both examined the photos. Although the ravages of time render it difficult to make out the faces, most of the image seems to be candid, intended to capture personal memories of the many places they've been to. Rappy raises one of the photos. It's a picture of a swing hanging between two giant trees. Does it remind you of something? Yes, this is the only one which doesn't have any people in it, and I feel oddly drawn to it. Rappy turns the photo over. On the back, in faint lettering, is written 0507, our special place. I think that was a place. I think the place in the photo is close to where we are right now. You think so? I was thinking the same thing. Where are those two big giant trees? Where would those two trees be? I've got it. Do you know her? I'm fairly sure I've seen something similar molded behind in the mound behind the village. But the trees... Come on, let's go. Alright? There's a other quest before this one where we met Rappy in a place.
I will send you
Back
all
then,
away.
it was just like to visit a place that apparently meant a lot to Red Hood personally. This time, though, it seems to be for continuing that in some way. Having a little personal side mission like this for the Nikkes alone is really nice.
Alright, what's next?
No time constraints here, just kill as fast as possible.
Everything
That's a lot, though.
superfluous will be
Clear 'em out.
banished from paradise.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out. Pay attention in class.
There we go.
Rapture's eliminated.
So checking out
It is
some little
not coming.
photograph.
Moving.
Some little swing. Our special place, huh?
I guess I have no choice but to fight.
Ah, nice. I'm clear this one quick and easy.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Keep them all out. Marin, if you please.
Turn to where you belong.
Pay attention in class.
Perfect. I remember the first time I tried playing this game, I really did not like those, like, capture the hill type missions. I always sucked at them.
It is not
I
becoming
didn't understand
to...
how to properly raise my team levels yet, or strength. So yeah, those ones always gave me trouble when I first started, in my first time with this game.
I will show you what Eden is capable of.
But now, with Marion, they're always just such a breeze.
Next. I can still keep fighting.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Get out of here.
Return to where you belong.
Time to finish this.
Just a little more.
Perfect. That was quicker than the first one.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Following Rappy, I climb up the mound behind the village. It's here. Huh. At the top of the mound, there are 2 giant trees. Or rather, they're rotting stumps. I knew this was it. Another casualty of war, I presume. They must have been decimated during the Rapture invasion. Considering the size of these stumps, they must be quite the place. Yeah. I haven't seen anything similar anywhere else in the village. So unless they took that photo somewhere else entirely, I'm sure this is the place. There are also rope marks on the base of the right stump. That must be where they anchored the swing. It's a bit sad seeing a place that meant to be so much someone be reduced to this. It might be difficult for us to find anything else about the mystery of about the mystery person who wrote the letter. I imagine so. We both stare silently at the 2 ruined stumps. Commander, we should head back. Yeah. A little unfortunate to end like that. But I suppose that was to be expected. Commander, thank you for accompanying me today. How are you holding up? What do you mean? We weren't able to find anything. Oh, I see what you're getting at. I'm fine. I just had this feeling that I wanted to investigate further. That's all. If anything, I'm sorry that I ended up wasting your time. Don't worry about that. Alright. And about the hideout we went to today. What about it? What if we restored it? What do you mean? Restore what? At the very least, we could install another swing. Another swing? Ever since we got back, I can't get that place out of my mind either. I understand. I'll look into what making a swing entails. I'll be in touch. Looking forward to hearing from you. Oh, already? Commander, do you remember our discussion about restoring the swing? I found a way to make it happen. That was quicker than I thought. I mean, making a swing is not that difficult. You just get a plank of wood and 2 ropes and just tie them up in a high tree branch. Not much more than that. After controlling with modding tools, I was able to easily come up with a solution quite easily. Lay on me. Lyra will help us prepare the swing rope and seat, and so all we need to do is find something somewhere on the surface we can support it. Alright, I'll get ready to head up. Right, I'll see you later.
On my way.
Just 2 stages this time. It's nice to go on these little outings with Rappy.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Mighty Tool provided us with all the materials we need, so all we need to do is find some trees that will be able to support it. Are you trying to set them up set them up next to the trees in the old location? Yes. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to carry anything that was the size of the old trees up to the surface, so I was thinking that we could make something thinner ones and create a kind of triangular support framework. That's a good idea. With that being said, what do you think of that tree? Rappy points to one of the trees on the roadside. They're perfect size, not too much thin or too thick. I think they'd be perfect to attach the swings to. I think so too. Alright then, I'll take the... Yeah, figures. Rapture's detected ahead. Step back, Commander. I'll handle this. Careful. Roger. We just want to make a little swing. What's so wrong about that, Raptures, huh? Can't have to have a little bit of fun.
Absent a catastrophic failure, we should be fine.
Swings were always my personal favorite back on the playground back in elementary school. I mean, what's just more fun than... What's just fun things, they'll just swing up in the air and go, see how high you can go, and if you're brave enough to try and jump off at the peak of height. I did it a few times back then myself, jumping off at the highest point.
Hold on a little longer.
It's always fun. Simpler back then. Now I haven't been to a playground
I
in
can still keep fighting.
well, years, obviously. Let alone but not swing.
Rapture's eliminated!
They're always a good time, though.
Here we go!
Doesn't really matter what age you are, you can always enjoy the swings. Just, well, swinging back and forth, going high in the air. That's enjoyable at every age.
I'm here. There's no cause for concern.
I don't know, we got places to be after this. Clear them out.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out. Let's see it through.
There we go.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Having procured the materials for making the swing, Rappy and I head towards the mound behind the village. According to the blueprints Mighty Tools gave us, we have to plant these trees so that they can support their weight, swing. Sounds like we'll have to do some digging then. Yes, I'll handle that. Can you wait a moment? I can join you. We have 2 shovels, you know. That's true, but you take the right and I'll take the left. I'll come and help you when I'm done with my side. Ah, Rappy, such a sweet thing. With shovel in hand, Rappy walks away. Alright, let's do this. I pick up the running shovel and start digging near the stump. It feels as if I'm butting up against something under the ground. What's this? After a bit more digging, I unearth a box. Everything okay over there, Commander? I found a box of some kind. I wrestle the box from the soil. And open it. Is that a letter? Seems so. I unfold the letter. I figured it would dig under the tree to fix the swing. If you're reading this, then you must still be alive. You're one tough cookie. Now that you've become a Nikke, are you finally able to handle your liquor? Remember the time we drank and played on the swing here, and then the rope broke and we fell all the way down the hill? Those were good times, ha! Hard to believe that drunk I once knew is now one of the fabled goddesses of victory. If the people in this town find out, their heads will probably explode. Coming here brings back a lot of memories. When we said we were going to make a swing on the village's secret ancient sacred tree, you remember how scandalized everyone was? Those damn raptors have no respect for friendship or sentimentality. Thanks to them destroying the sacred trees, we're left completely swingless. It's a real shame. Now it's just about the only sad sack left in this village. Whatever you do, promise me one thing. Don't be a damn fool and come here, ever. I'll be here I'll be here watching you live your life and loving every minute of it. If you ever start missing your hometown and feeling lonely, just use the swing here. Do whatever you have to do to stay alive, even if you have to be impulsive. You got that, you red-headed goober? Don't go dying on me, you hear? Otherwise, I'm gonna miss you more than I already do. From one lovable doofus to another. Your friend. Ah. So it was Red Hood's friend who left the letter. Seems like it. I'll finish up with the frame. Yeah. I put the letter back in the box. And resume digging. A few moments later... Whew. We have successfully installed the swing. Commander, would you like to try it? Me? Who else, if I get on it, it's liable to break. Yeah, right. I sit back on the swing. Can I push you? Sure, thanks. Rapidly gently pushes my back. I begin to trace an arc through the air. How is it? You can push a bit harder. Alright. As I push more strength in the swinging me. Woof! The swing soars even higher. At the top of each swing, Reclamation Site 01 comes into view. Along with a panoramic view of Red Hood's hometown, bathed in the red hue of sunset. Wow, that was amazing. Rabbit looks up and takes in the scenery before her. I can understand why Red Hood chose this place as her hideout. When you see the village bathed in the last vestiges of sunlight, it's amazing. I thought the very same thing. Probably quickly turns around. Red Hood? What's wrong? Something the matter? No, it's nothing. Just that... the lights are a little too red for me. Ah. What a nice little series of side quests it is. That was. Thanks for all your help, Commander. I had a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Rappy, how did it feel? How do you feel as you unsolved the swing? I can't explain why, but I miss it. And I feel satisfied. Even if it took a lot of effort, I do truly believe that bringing back a piece of that place, however small, was the right thing to do. And that's good. I think the memory will stick around for a long time. Thank you again for being there with me, Commander. If you ever encounter a similar situation again, be sure to let me know. I will, absolutely. Now then, we get back to the actual main story for the day. Chapter 30. We got quite the trek to make. I got a little sparkle here.
Well. Moving out.
Core output remaining 5%. Core output is about to be depleted. All I can do now is sit here and type on the virtual keyboard before I die. I don't remember how long I ended up here. I think I was fighting the Raptures, but when I regained consciousness, this is how I found myself. The Harmony Cube floats above my head, yet I'm unable to move. The cube appears to be working diligently.
Here we go.
Anything over here?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Be on our way then.
Here we go.
I should start preparing for the next class.
About to hit 200 for the outpost level.
It is not becoming.
Should I begin? On my way.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Very well. Moving out.
I cannot remember the last time I had to use my credits for anything. I got 129 million of them. I'm not
It is not
gonna be running out ever, I think.
Moving. What a truly beautiful story this was.
On my way.
Coming. Here
I should start preparing for the next.
It is not
coming.
Oh, it's a fire weakness this stage. Okay. My power is looking good too.
On my way.
Raptures eliminated.
Moving. Encounter.
If it's fire weakness, then I have a lot more room to have fun and experiment with. Use a different team instead of just the one. I haven't used Kilo in a while.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's see, who else?
You think you can handle me?
Oh, that's quite a lot weaker. Alright. Let's use...
I'll go with you.
Roger.
How's
Joining
that?
the mission.
I mean, it'll get me through. And I'm sure I'll be fine even if I use... Kilo?
Carlos? Wake up.
On my way.
I haven't used them in forever. I want to use them again. We break through a wall that's been encased in crystals and walk forward. On the ground, there's a long trail of light, leading us to a massive box floating in the air.
What's that?
That's quite the interesting thing.
I swear, I've seen that somewhere before. Me too.
Quite the structure.
Peleg, that's...
Yes. It's a Harmony Cube. Harmony Cube? Aren't those meant to aid us in combat? It shouldn't even come close to that size, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Harmony Cubes are meant to be this size.
Really?
After all, they were computational devices designed to help build the Ark. It's a device that crunches all the data needed to construct a city in a jiffy. The ones the Nikkes use are a simplified version. And thus, the difference in size is significant.
Every location that was once a potential site for the Ark possesses a Harmony Cube. After the Rapture invasion, only the simplified ones have remained.
That's how it is, huh?
This one seems to be in good condition, although a bit unstable.
Are you saying that another Ark is being built here? Eleg?
I'm sure of it! You remember the elevator we saw? Since this place was once a potential site for the Ark, it's only natural that they'd have an elevator.
Yeah, I guess
They must have
so.
planned to use it as the entrance. It also explains the massive amount of electricity being gathered through the crystals.
But are there any people here?
As a
That's still the
high-speed
big question.
computational device, The Harmony Cube requires an absurd amount of electricity! It all adds up! They're trying to create another Ark with this Harmony Cube! This is a civilization beyond humanity! Something which we know nothing about! Oh my goodness! I think I'm going to faint!
Breathe, girl. Keep
We
it
have to hurry
down.
before it's too late! If we spread boom before this place makes contact with the outside world, it'll become the very foundation of their civilization!
Alec, please.
Alec, calm
We'll play
down.
Boom later.
I don't think I can!
If I'm being honest, I'm kind of freaking out too. I'm gonna make another revision to my will. Trony of electric shock died of overstimulation.
Get it together, both of you. If this thing had been working as it should, this place would have been a full-fledged city by now.
She's right. Just
Yeah.
look around us. Except for that white building over there. It's a sea of crystals as far as the eye can see. Actually, now that I think about it, what is that white building?
It sure stands out. And it's spotless as well. It doesn't appear to have been affected by the crystals.
Hammering and Liberlin are supposed to be in this area. I say we head over to that building.
Roger.
Still not feeling great about Hammering's chances
Don't
of being
wrinkle my
alive.
clothes.
I want to believe, but it's just not looking likely. Oh wow, I'm really not doing anything for these things.
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
I'm going all out.
Can't do anything? Anything? Just a little bit. But they are quickly wiping us out. Alright, alright. Main team it is. Main team it is. This is really just the campaign team.
I will show you what Eden is capable of.
Not much else I can do besides that. Yeah, just such a world difference in that strength.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin. Return to where you belong. Pay attention in class.
I hate these ones. Attacking everyone at once. Annoying. Maybe if I wanted to, I could possibly swap Cinderella out. Or maybe Red Rappy.
Everything superfluous will be banished from
That might be
paradise.
fine enough.
Last slippers, full contact.
Pour out. Now time to finish this.
Yeah. All clear.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
All clear. No signs of danger.
The building is very much
What's
intact.
up with this building? The surface is so smooth.
I think it's glass?
There are doors and windows, but none of them seem to be functional.
Yeah, it's almost like the building is just an empty shell.
And since it's all glass, the crystals can't contaminate it.
I reckon this could come in handy for future search equipment. I should consult Litter about this later.
Hold on.
Oh, check it
I'm
outside.
detecting energy fluctuations nearby.
Is it hammering?
No. It's Liverin.
Liberin?
Liverin.
Fragile walks to the corner of the building. As she turns the corner, she finds Liberin hunched over, staring blankly into space. Hey girl, how you doing?
Liberin.
Oh, it's you.
You're remarkably
Hi,
calm.
Fragile. Just the person I wanted to see. How are you doing?
Liberin stands up and gives Fragile a gentle embrace.
You've done very well. All we have to do is endure it a little bit longer, and things will get better. Yes, it will all get better.
Boy,
We'll be able
Liberin.
to get away from that bastard. So hang in there a while longer, okay?
Liberin! Huh? What? Fragile?
You back now? For real?
Thank goodness. You're safe.
Liberin turns around with an expression of abject fear.
It wasn't a dream. What's going on? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I came to find you.
Did you hear that? How much did you hear?
What are you hiding, Liberin?
Tell me how much you heard.
Nothing.
I should have played along.
Don't lie to me. Sixo!
Sixo?
There's no way Sixo would just let you be.
Sixo's out here?
I knew it. You've been working with Sixo again.
No, it's not like that.
We need to get the
Then
Underworld Queens
Why
out
did you
here.
say that name?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you.
We promised. Remember? If you ever worked with Sixo again,
Oh boy. Huh?
both of us have to die.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Fragile, fragile.
You go first. I'll join you soon after.
Fragile, maybe you don't need to go leech to that. Grab her. Anise neon and neon. Anise and train.
How many shots is she going to fire?
Jesus
Wait!
Christ.
Stop shooting!
Rappy, take her down.
Roger.
Oh man, this is not what I was expecting to find here. Rappy twists Fragile's arm and slams her into the ground. Goodness gracious, what is going on here? Sixo's involved? Even as Rappy holds her down, Fragile's eyes remain ablaze with the seething flames of hatred aimed at Liberin.
We both have to die, Liberin. We promised. Liberin.
Calm down!
Can you just explain what's happening
Should
for a second?
I use a stun gun? What's gotten into her?
I'm sorry. I had no choice.
You lied to me. You promised. You liar.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What the heck is going on here?
It is not becoming to rush.
Encounter. On my way.
Both of them have a history of Sixo.
Very well.
Encounter.
Sixo's apparently
Here we
holding
go.
someone
I shall
precious
grant you
to
victory, Your Grace.
someone
It is
precious to
not
Liberin
becoming to
hostage, making her
I will
work for
go
her.
slowly.
But for some reason, because they're working together, they have to both die.
On my way.
Both of them. And Fragile's just okay with that.
Encounter. I should start preparing for the next. On my way.
They are.
Here we go. I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
It is
I figured
not
anything
becoming
relating,
to
I figured
rush.
any story relating to
I will go
Sixo directly
slowly.
would
Encounter.
mostly be reserved for like
On
those
my way.
any
What a
Underworld
truly
Queen
beautiful
event
story
stories,
this was.
not like the main
I
story.
am most pleased with it.
On my way. Encounter.
It is what a truly beautiful story.
Very well. Boom, girl to the
Moving.
That's not our dally. Keep going. Talk, girls, talk.
I will send you all away.
Can't hide behind those shields.
Next.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Return to where you belong. Pay attention in class.
Got nowhere to hide here.
Just a little more.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Last slippers, full contact. Pour out. Trying to finish.
Get out of here. Whoa. That took out all my cover.
I should start preparing for the next
Those bombers
class.
are always so deadly. After calming fragile leveling down, it's time for that much-needed
I
conversation.
told you before, since regular parcel deliveries had slowed to a trickle, I was doing private courier jobs for high-profile individuals. I hated it with every fiber of my being. And so I got into some risky business that I thought I could do for a little while and then get out of.
It's never that easy.
I'm sure by now you can guess who I got involved with. I had delivered mysterious packages to secretive locations. I never knew what the contents of these packages were, and I didn't want to know. All the delivery locations were far-flung, desolate areas with no recipients. Secured warehouses, the Outer Rim. Eventually, I started to garner a bit of a reputation in the underworld, and became what they call a transporter. It was an easy job, since I know the Ark like the back of my hand, and I'm good at what I do. So, I managed to earn a fair amount. It felt like I was finally being rewarded after going through all that torment.
And then you started to not want to
The
leave for a while.
anguish from losing my job to robots. The embarrassment of having to become a dancing monkey for affluent prigs. I couldn't bring myself to quit. Before long, I found myself transporting illegal contraband. And the money kept rolling in. My house got bigger. I started to wear luxury brands. I dined at 5-star restaurants.
You let the money get to you.
All of
Typical.
these things I never got to enjoy before. Life was good. And so I kept at it.
Until you wanted to get out.
Until everything went horribly wrong. And someone close to me died. After that, I went clean and returned to my original job. I promised myself that I would never do such a thing again.
We promised each other that if she were to ever get involved in that kind of thing again, we would die together.
You didn't know about the job?
No, I didn't. I just thought that business was going well for her.
Okay, fair, but a suicide pact? A bit over the top, don't you think?
The person who died was my sister. It wasn't Liverin's fault that she died. But my sister died because she was involved in the whole sordid business. It was the job that got her killed. So, if she decided to do that job again, it would be out of pure greed and disregard for my sister's death. I would have to kill her. But then, that would leave me all alone. So I would have to off myself as well.
Jesus Christ. I presume Sixo was the provider of these jobs.
You know Sixo?
Bits and pieces. How can I ever forget that tragedy caused by the mist etched remains into my mind. Videos that happened yesterday. And then there's the ordeal with Moran, too.
Was it Sixo who sent you here? That's why you've been checking your phone.
That's right. They said to bring back something else no one has obtained before. Since we're exploring uncharted territory, the likelihood of encountering such an item is high.
So, that photo of the unknown...
Yes. I intended to bring that to them since I can't take any of the crystals. I'm sorry, everyone. I fouled everything up. I thought I had washed my hands of all this. I thought there was no reason for me to get involved in any of this ever again. But every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. The only thing I asked was for this to be kept a secret from Fragile. But Sixo wouldn't even grant me that.
I thought Sixo was lying. After what we went through, I never expected you to work with them again. What can I say? Your ability to betray your friends exceeds my expectations.
Ouch.
Were you short on money again? Was that it?
No, that's not it.
What was it then?
They said they would tell Ingrid that I used to be a transporter. If they did that, my memory would be erased. Or worse, I might be scrapped altogether.
You're in too deep, Liverin. You'll never be able to escape. They'll hold that over your head for the rest of your days.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but wouldn't honesty be the best policy here?
Ingrid is usually
Sixo you're
one of the
done
more
dealing
forgiving
with them.
CEOs.
Then head straight to Ingrid. Lay it out honestly and ask for her help.
You're right. That's all I have to do. Isn't it strange? All I have to do is receive the punishment for my past sins and start over again. But I don't want to lose anything. It's so strange. Even when I hear myself saying that, it seems strange. I thought that if I could create some distance, things could return to the way they were. Even though deep down, I knew it was probably wishful thinking. I continued to hold on to that hope.
Fine. I'll tell Ingrid myself.
Sorry?
I'll go and tell Ingrid. If you're aware things are going awry but can't muster the gumption to make a change, just let those around you lend a hand.
Absolutely not! Sixo will notice. You must never get involved. I'm begging you.
They're just some lowlifes resorting to threats to
I
get
feel
what
like we're
they
already
want.
kind of involved by you telling us all this.
What's there to fear? Those types are powerless against anyone with the guts to stand up to them.
You must not underestimate Sixo, as they are the master behind the Dark Net. The Dark Net is a foul creation, a cancerous tumor that has no right existing in the Ark. All manner of illicit goods are bought and sold through the Dark Net. Weapons, drugs, anything you can think of. Even the bomb that Exotic used to blow a hole in the Ark was also obtained from the Dark Net. I want to ask, why do you think the Dark Net, a site where you can purchase all manner of dangerous items, has not been shut down?
Because it's impossible?
Because it's connected to some high-ranking individuals?
That's possible, but there's an even simpler reason. That's because the central government is unable to eradicate it.
What?
No one knows Sixo's identity. How old they are, whether they're male or female, or if they're human or Nikke.
I assume probably
Nobody's
Nikke.
ever seen them or heard their voice. They're like a ghost whose entire existence is relegated solely online. Despite that, they're able to find out anything they want and exert some form of influence in every aspect of others' lives. When you work as a transporter, you learn a lot about the underworld. However, even as you're being inundated with other information, You never hear so much as a word about Sixo. Not even rumors. Whenever the Darknet's servers get hacked, they're restored right away. Physically destroying the server is impossible because no one knows where it is. Likewise, when it comes to apprehending the Master, no one knows so much as a single letter of their real name. Because of that, the Darknet is something the Ark is powerless to stop.
This Sixo is just a spineless scumbag.
Perhaps. But their power is undeniable. Even if you can't see them.
I'm not convinced. Me neither. Just words won't do the trick for me.
Regardless,
I'm sure we'll
I
find
would
them
ask you all
eventually,
to stay
one
out of
day.
this. Don't get involved for any reason.
What are you planning on doing?
If I give them a photo of a pilgrim, maybe that could do something.
Delete the photo.
Excuse me?
I promised the unknown that we should delete any visual evidence of her.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I believe we recount our encounter with unknown to Liberlin.
So, let me get this straight. In order to keep a promise you made to someone you barely know, whom we're not even sure is a friend or foe, you're going to throw me to the wolves?
Liberlin.
Fine. I'll delete the photo. But grant me one request. Of all the items you come across here, could you find it within yourself to give me whatever you consider least valuable? Perhaps that will satisfy Sixo.
Sure, I promise. This is a sucky situation. Liberlin taps away your phone.
There. I deleted it. Do you want to check?
No need. I trust you.
Now what am I going to do?
I'll help you.
Don't lie to me. We barely even know each other. Why would you help me?
I don't need to know you for long to want to help you. Consider me an insurance for what's
Thank
that
you,
worth?
Commander.
When will we find Sixo?
Here we go.
Moving.
Just this pervasive name that shows up everywhere. 3%. A white field appeared beneath the Harmony Cube. Things that look like structures also emerged. They appear to be made of glass. I see. Since crystals absorb electrical energy, this area is was reconstructed with insulators. After all, the Harmony Cube is a machine created to build the Ark. It feels quite versatile.
Very well. Moving out.
It is not becoming to rush.
Continue
I
on.
will coming.
How much difference in power do I get if I...
Roger. Joining the mission.
It's weaker. Darn.
I will go with you.
Moving.
I shall grant you.
Here we go.
They are humanity.
Moving.
Rapture's eliminated. Here we go.
Should I begin?
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Fragile and Liberlin are walking ahead.
Fragile.
What?
I know this might sound like an excuse, but I had no choice. You know how much I despise being under Sixo's thumb, but my hands were tied.
I know. I trust you.
Thank you. You're the only one I can rely on.
However, are you sure that a little bit of your own personal feelings aren't influencing what you're doing here? If that turns out to be true, mark my words, I will end my own life before your very eyes.
Jesus.
Fragile.
I understand you're being dragged back into this world by Sixo's blackmail under duress. However, if that turns out not to be the only reason you're doing this, I will take away what is most precious to you with my own hands.
Should we step in to this?
So please, the only thing I ask of you is not to lie to me.
Okay.
Man.
I'm glad that you're safe.
Thank you for coming to save me.
Means the only one you have left to find is
I
Hammering.
ended up reuniting with Hammering in front of here. She asked if I had seen anything that could be used as a crowbar or lever. I didn't know at the time, but it turns out it was to help the unknown. Even though I haven't worked with Hammering for long, I can already tell that's the kind of person she is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were searching for something that could be used as a crowbar. But we had to hightail it out of here when we ran into a rapture ambush. Just when we were about to end up as rapture food, Hammering said she'd buy me some time and turned to run back. We agreed to meet at that white building, but she never came.
And this is where you saw Hammering last?
That's right.
How was her condition?
She didn't look good.
Okay, let's get a move on.
Oh, okay.
Let's hurry.
Not looking good.
I guess I have no choice but to fight.
But yeah, the notion that every world, no matter the situation, there's always gonna be some dark underbelly to everything out there. Not every... Like, you can ignore it all you want, you can try to eradicate it, but there will always be some people out there looking to have a evil space just for them.
Hold on a little longer.
It's good to get rid of the ones that we can, but ultimately, we can't do much about it in the long run. There's no putting a permanent stop to it ever. Ah, whoops.
Preparing to reload.
Quickly. Come back. Okay.
I should start preparing for the next class.
That was a little painful. That was on me for not using the skills. Shifty, what's the latest on the request I put in?
It's ready for your perusal. Just a moment. Let's see. First, it seems that what Liverin said is true. Since the Pathfinder was formed, Liverin and Fragile have always been on the same missions. However, the number of missions assigned to them suddenly took a significant drop. This occurred immediately after it was announced the Ark had halted its expansion. After that, there's hardly any work records, save for the occasional assignment thrown their way. They obtained permission from Ingrid to engage in additional work. After which, they primarily focused on acting as couriers.
Did Ingrid do anything to assist them?
There appear to have been some attempts on her end. She tried to get them assigned to Infinity Rail, and looked into getting them to partner up with the Scouts. But this was overturned, due to the opposition from the central government. There's a restriction on how many members any given squad can have.
Why is that?
A preventative measure. To ensure no single squad gets too large.
Sounds to me like they're excessive worry warts.
It might sound petty, but there is indeed a viable reason for their concern. The Goddess Fall incident with Model ZX was a major inciting factor. In the aftermath of that tragedy, the central government reached the conclusion that when too many Nikkes operate together with a common goal, they become uncontrollable.
Huh, figures. So they put too many Nikkes together and they suddenly want to start fighting for their own personal rights. And that's not good. Stupid government. And that's why they decided to limit the number of permissible members per squad?
Yes. It is for this reason that squads are typically composed of 3 members or fewer. Of course, there are exceptions, but there must be a valid reason. However, the Pathfinder's predicament was not considered a compelling enough reason to admit additional members.
They were left without a place to go practically overnight, and that's not considered a valid reason?
As far as the central government is concerned, Nikkes don't need to eat or sleep to survive. That's to say that they don't need money.
Ah. That's completely heartless.
It certainly is.
What about Liberland's last known location and message records?
Well, there's nothing. Nothing at all.
Figures.
I wasn't able to turn up anything.
Figures they clean up after
No known
themselves.
coordinates or records of any correspondence. Nothing like that. I couldn't turn up anything whatsoever for the entire month before she joined the search team. Even now, when you've seen her messaging on her phone, there's no record of that either. I even contacted Basilis's communication department directly.
Must be a special
And
phone.
they say they don't have any records of that correspondence either. All they have is one record on file, which is Ingrid giving permission for her to join the search team. If you were to believe the records, it would seem Liverin hasn't done much of anything for the entire month leading up to her participation in this mission.
Can that actually be true?
I thought so too. But the cell phone that Liverin is using was only released 2 weeks ago. However, there is no record of any credits being spent to purchase it, and no delivery history either.
So, Sixo really capable of all that?
There is no way a single individual can manipulate the central government's data on a whim.
What about our little AI overlord that runs the Ark, besides behind the scenes? I forget their name. Enoch? What if Enoch is involved in this? Could it simply be an error with the data?
Highly unlikely, considering records indicated Fragile was busy with her deliveries during the same time frame. I'll continue to investigate.
I wouldn't be surprised if Enoch was involved in this. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Just don't expect too much. I have a feeling it won't be easy to dig up anything of substance.
Alright, further on.
Here we go.
Isn't this the boss thing we just killed in the last stage? Kinda looks like it.
On my way.
What are these raptors doing?
Coming.
Is this like scavenging for parts in the heap?
It is not becoming what a truly beautiful... It is not...
Encounter.
Here we go.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Very well. Moving out.
On my way. Moving.
Boom, girl to the rescue.
I should start preparing for the next...
Here we go.
They are moving.
I shall grant you victory,
On my way.
Boom, girl to the rescue.
Oh no, really? Already? Well, that's not good.
On my way.
This is the place. This is where Hammering and I got separated.
Ugh, there's nothing but crystals here.
One wrong step, and you'd be Crystal's food.
Is there any possibility she's underneath some of these crystals?
Just a moment. I'll check to see if I pick up any energy fluctuations nearby. Huh? I'm picking up a whole bunch of them.
What do you mean?
I think it would be a good idea for you all to get out of there. I'm detecting multiple energy reactions in that area. None of them are exceptionally large, but there could potentially be a rapture horde in that area.
But Hammering could be here too.
That's also true.
Huh? Eleg, you just stepped on something. Can you pick that up?
Huh? This thing?
Ella crouches down and picks up the object that she had stepped on.
What's this? Looks like some kind of iron bar.
What's something like that doing here?
An iron bar,
What's
huh?
this?
It's a piece of a Nikke's thigh.
Uh-oh.
What?
One of the bones that make up the framework in our thigh.
Yikes, that's... Oh. Alex screams and drops a chunk of metal.
What is something like this doing here?
Gruesome.
That's not all. I'm also seeing scattered rapture parts.
And that thing from before that's made of raptures and crystals.
Ugh.
The crystal chamber?
Yeah. I see parts of that scattered around as well.
Ugh, this place feels like a morgue.
More like a butcher's house. Julie silently picks up the thigh frame Ella had tossed aside. After inspecting it for a while, she lets out a sigh of relief, then places it back down on the ground with a frown.
I hate what this place is turning me into. Here I am, holding a body part and feeling relieved that it's not hammerings.
Oh. Eerie echoes of crystals cracking and reverberating through the air. When I turn my head in the direction of the sound, I can see that the crystals are emerging rapidly.
The energy fluctuations are off the charts now. The data confirms that it's the crystal chamber.
Everyone, full frontal assault! The slowly rising crystals suddenly collapse, like lifelessly to the ground.
What?
No more energy fluctuations detected.
This must be some kind of production facility. Or a hive, rather. They scatter Nikke and rapture parts all over along with the crystals.
Ugh.
Then sit back and wait until a crystal chamber materializes. Not the most advanced method.
It's in line with the primitive nature of the brake system we saw, and the use of glass as an insulator. The only thing that's beyond our comprehension are these crystals.
It's like the Ark. Stumble upon something unknown, and build an infrastructure around it until they come to understand what it is.
Right?
Even the way it absorbs nutrients is the same.
Eleg.
Okay, I'll stop. So, hammering isn't here then?
Seems
Based
so.
on the erratic nature of the signals I'm getting, it's hard to say.
Then let's start searching. She could be underneath any of these crystals.
If you were underneath the
You
whole
mean
crystal, then
The place they produced that huge crystal?
I don't think she'd be in good
She could
shape
pop
if
out
you're
of
trapped in
anywhere
the
at
crystals.
any minute?
If you haven't got the stomach for it, then leave. I'll find her myself.
Neon,
Yes?
time to unleash your secret weapon.
You mean the secret weapon?
Yes, the one and only.
Understood. I will unseal the forbidden power which lies within me. Super vision!
Yeah. My thoughts exactly,
I
Anise.
see it! I see everything! Scratch that. I'm seeing way too much.
Shifty and Neon can take a point while we conduct the search. We'll search anywhere we detect enemy fluctuations. There are enough of us here that it shouldn't take that long.
Roger.
Guess I need to give my team some more upgrades. I was hoping I'd be able to get through this chapter without having to do that, but seems I underestimated the strength climbing here.
Everything superfluous will be
Jesus.
banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin.
Whatever it is, just nearly knocked Marion out.
Return to where you belong. See it through.
Stop with the bombers!
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. Now is the time of true beauty.
Yeah, jeez. I'm really in a pickle now. I don't got a quick battle anymore.
Rapture's eliminated!
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Here we go!
Should I begin?
Yeah, it's gonna really slow things down if I can't quick battle. Let's see what I can do. Alright. What could I do? You have quite a lot of these. Would be worth it to go for first. Let's do what I can. How much can I even do? Giving it everything I have, just to put them all up a bit. That's a little something. 359. What's the story at? What's it wanting to
Should I
me?
begin?
It's at 354.
Here we go!
I can do more, I can do more. Did recently use all my low tier ones, but this should be at least a bit. Getting at least a little bit here would be good. Oh man. Nah, forgot to skip. Get lucky. Come on. Nah. I don't have a lot. These dang collection items are so expensive. Alright, that's good. Cinderella. Come on. Perfect. Alright. Dorothy. Good, good. How's that got me? 367. Okay, that's a lot better now. Is there anything else I can do, though? I haven't upgraded skills in a while. Who should I upgrade? And I'm below 8 on the main team. Dorothy. What's out there? I've been hoarding these upgrade materials for a long while. I'm very due for some skill upgrades. Oh, there's all for the electric. How much water do I have? Enough. Marcy. $380. That's looking a lot better now. Alright, let's get back into it. That'll carry me through for a while.
Here, on my way.
It is coming.
On my way.
Rapture's eliminated!
Moving.
Boom, girl to the
Moving.
What a truly beautiful...
Raising Nikke is
on
like
my
raising
way.
childs for the child
On my
garden.
way.
Very well.
You wanna raise a lot of them, so because you wanna have fun with them all, but it's just unreliable to not focus on one team. You wanna keep going through the story. So you wanna raise all the Nikkes you can. If you wanna get through the story, you gotta focus on one team or one child only. While watching the Harmony Q expand its domain, a question popped in my mind: where does this source of materials come from? Without any supplies, it shouldn't be able to create fields and structures using glass. I observed the surroundings for a few days and confirmed that the nearby structures had become thinner. So maybe that's it. It's using other structures as materials. What impressive technology! I can disassemble and reconstruct things. I hope I can figure out what's creating before I die.
Here we go!
They are It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
That's basically what this game is. It's just child garden with guns.
You all away.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Return to where you belong.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Yeah, get rid of them.
My turn. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin.
Keep me healed up going.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out. Time to finish.
Right. Alright, we're getting through this again now. No deaths.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Alright, what are we finding? Julie tosses a crystal onto the ground before it starts rolling in the distance.
Next.
Approximately 10 meters to the right.
Got it.
While everyone's busy investigating the areas with energy fluctuations, I find myself unable to tear my gaze away from Julie. Julie, maybe you should take a break?
I'm fine.
Have you and Hammering been together for long? Julie answers my question, but never stops digging through the pile of crystals as she does so.
It's been a while. We've been together since our squad was formed.
She must mean a lot to you.
Of course.
I get up and start going through the pile of crystals besides Julie.
You don't often find people like her. I told you before how we mine for ore, right? This may sound strange coming from me, but if we wanted to, we could rob those places blind. Large
suppose,
groups
yeah.
are down in those mines at the same time. Snagging a few gems would be exceedingly easy.
But none of you ever did that.
I'd be lying if I said I'd never considered it. But every time I got serious about it, Hammering stepped in and stopped me. She'd go on about how we need to have pride. Even if we were on the edge of starvation, we must never lose our pride. Having said that, since we're Nikkes, we'd never actually starve. So that works out nicely.
She seems a bit on the higher on her horse.
She can be frustrating at times, yes. This is a prime example. Right now, because of her principles, she's willing to put herself on the line for people she barely knows. Like I said, frustrating and foolish.
And kind.
Yes, she certainly is. Almost to a fault. So, that's why I need to save that silly fool. She's been like this her entire life. Wearing her heart on her sleeve. If someone as good as her were to die in a forsaken place like this, it would be too much to bear.
We'll find her. We'll find her.
No. That simply won't do. She has to go on living.
Chili.
So that she can prove the way she's chosen to live her life isn't foolish after all.
Chili.
That's why I have to find her.
I extend my hand to wipe Julie's tears.
Don't cry. We'll find her. Promise.
I know.
Rappy looks at me pointedly. I suddenly feel awkward having my hand on Julie's cheek.
Commander, from now on, it might be wise to refrain from...
Rappy, I know what you're saying, but... Rappy looks at the consulted Julie.
No, never mind. I think it will be fine.
Aww.
The unknown is approaching at high speed.
What's up?
She's opening fire!
On us?
What?
A gleaming bolt descends before me. For some reason, it feels like everything is moving in slow motion. I'm engulfed by a cacophonous burst of sound and fury.
Commander!
Oh boy. Oh, Rappy, she's so protective.
On my way.
Very girl to the right.
It is not becoming to rush.
I'm glad I was able... On my way.
Coming. Here we go.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it. It is not becoming.
No, not that.
On my way.
Anything over
It
here?
is not becoming to rush.
No.
I will go slowly.
Right through the gates. We're almost there.
Moving.
They are human.
Very well. Moving out.
Ugh.
Commander!
Where are we?
We're beneath the crystal cluster that we were standing on a while ago. The ground gave way to the bombardment. I'm unsure as to the whereabouts of the others.
Oh, that's just great. Looks like he comes to my rescue again.
It's my duty.
Feels like it's been a while since I fainted.
Well, it'd hardly be a good thing if it were to happen often.
That's
That
true.
explosion just now was the Unknown's doing. Though I can't fathom why she'd suddenly launch an attack on us. It's a miracle you didn't get caught up in the explosion.
She seems very precise in her aiming, that Unknown. I don't think she was doing it to harm us, intentionally. Maybe it was now intentional on her part.
Maybe. Anyway, we need to find a way out of here. Can you move?
I'll try standing. My ankle feels a bit stiff. No, it actually hurts quite a bit. However, I can't have Rappy drive me around this place. I'm fine.
That's a relief. Then let's move.
Just a second. Check the operation device. Only to find it unresponsive.
It must have come into contact with the water pooled up on the ground.
It's not water safe?
Yes. Based on my analysis, it's not overtly harmful, but may lead to gastrointestinal discomfort if ingested. So I'd suggest you refrain from drinking it.
Noted.
I can't tell which way we're facing, but let's follow the direction the water flows on the ground. This place gently slopes toward the Harmony Cube. So I'm willing to bet the others are heading in the same direction.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
You're up.
Hello.
Come. Follow me.
So you wanted to talk? That was
What?
it, huh?
Guide you.
Why did you open fire on us? Or rather, why did you target the commander specifically?
Giant crystal wanted to absorb him.
Me? Me specifically?
Holes in his shoe.
The crystal chamber hid in this pile of crystals and tried to absorb the commander by making small holes in his shoe?
That's right. I knew you'd understand.
I lift my foot to check my soul, and noticed several small holes. What could have happened to me?
I don't know. Never seen a human get absorbed before.
You saved my life. Thank you.
Move.
Huh? Yeah, we're right behind you, right behind you.
It's dangerous here. Let's move.
No need to get all breathy on me, I'll follow you.
I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
So many bombers on the stage. This is a full level.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Last slippers, full contact.
Pour out. Time to finish.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Everything
jeez.
superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time
still
for
hurts
class
a lot.
to begin. Return to where you belong. We'll see it through.
Oh, that's not good. Man, they really targeted Marion there. Just get rid of it. Let's get this out of here. Come on. They are getting very targeted in their assaults.
I should start preparing for the next class.
Going after my heavy hitter Marion, then getting Dorothy as a phase 1.
What should I call you?
Not fun.
Forgotten my name.
Then can we call you whatever we want?
Up to you.
Commander, can you come up with a suitable name?
Helmet casket. How about just coffin? You put me on the spot, I'm not good with names.
Very interesting choices, Commander.
Thank you.
Grave. Call me Grave.
All right. Where are we going, Grave?
To the cube. I guided them this way.
Right. Thanks. I have loads of questions.
Can't answer them all.
Are you the one behind these crystals?
No.
Figured.
Then what are you doing here?
Long story.
Very long story.
Old story. Faded.
An old tale, you might say.
Right again.
Huh?
Haven't talked in ages. Hard to talk.
Okay. Why are you helping us?
She rescued me. Kindness, enmity. I will repay them.
You kept saying how humans are deceitful. I'm a human too. Is that okay?
You're not a human.
Nope. Just telling me that straight up, huh? We kinda already knew that, based on other stuff we've been through, but...
Humans.
Go on.
Shout at me. Shoot at me.
So that's what you meant.
Be kind to me. The electricity. It hurt. Took off my helmet. And stole coffin.
Ah.
The electricity. It hurt. Light shot out. Cut my stomach. And pierced my head. The electricity. It hurt.
It's okay, you're out of that
photos, more humans will come. I don't like photos. The electricity. It hurt. The electricity. It hurt. The electricity.
It's alright,
Hurt.
Keep yourself together.
I ran away. Humans followed. Humans. Raptures. Danger. Saved humans. The electricity. It hurt. Other humans betrayed me. So, killed them to survive.
That's certainly an abbreviation of the events. Not like you can blame her.
You don't shout. You don't shoot. You don't electrocute me. You saved me. You thanked me. You're not a human. But... I still don't like photos.
It's okay, there'll be no photos. We deleted all the photos of you, like I promised.
Good.
Is that how all humans have treated you?
Yes.
I see. I promise I'll never become a human.
Good.
Humans are pretty lame.
Very well. Moving out.
Encounter.
Very well.
I'm glad I was able to
But yeah,
protect
the fact that
On
the
my
crystals
way.
are trying to eat the commander
It is
too,
not a truly beautiful story.
Here we go.
she's way more close to the truth about
It
not
is
being
not
human than she
becoming
thinks.
to rush. I will go slowly.
Encounter.
It is not.
I should start preparing for the next. On my way.
We got little pools of water here.
Here we go.
They look nice.
Boom, girl to the very
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Oh, not hit the button.
Very well. Moving out.
Open on up. Let us
It is
through.
not becoming to rush. I will go slowly.
Boom, girl to the
On my way. I'm glad I was able to protect
Here. Coming.
It is not.
I should start preparing for the next class.
We're
On my
very
way.
close to it now.
Moving.
Coming.
On my way.
Have you ever encountered other Nikkes before?
I remember 3.
That few?
3, huh?
How long have you been wandering up on the surface?
Long time.
Don't remember.
What happened to the other Nikkes that you met?
All dead. 2. Too late. 1 was human.
I see.
So you kept yourself in places you won't encounter anyone else.
Yes. I have work to do. Long story. Old story faded.
An old tale, you might say.
Right again.
I'm not entirely sure I understand, but it sounds like you have an urgent mission of some kind.
Right. Mission. I forgot that word. What is your mission?
Excuse me?
What do you live for? What do you want to accomplish?
That's deep.
What have you done for that purpose?
We work every day towards it. Sometimes we still need to figure it out. Rappy?
You haven't decided yet. You must. It will define you. It is what drives you to live. Look in the mirror. And what do you see? What do you see in your eyes?
I've heard those words before.
We're almost there. Only a bit further.
What did she say? Like we are... Where did we hear those words before? Alright, let's go.
Commander,
Yeah?
can you take off your shoes for a moment?
It's just that I've been walking in for quite a while, and also worked up quite a sweat too.
Commander,
Okay. Freely remove shoe. As to do, the shoe feels extremely light on my foot. At this juncture, the situation doesn't bode well for me. Something is wrong.
why didn't you say anything?
Sorry.
Get on my back. I'll carry you.
I could just lean on your shoulder.
Commander,
Okay, it's okay, really.
Hold on. I will fix.
Graves sets down her coffin and starts working on its surface. The coffin lid opens in a thick plume of smoke.
I have all the medicine you need. A full recovery is impossible,
Now,
but in a half day, you should be able to move.
that bad, huh? Small vial.
Apply what's on the lid. Eat what's inside. You'll get better.
Thank you. Rappy slowly stands up and walks toward Grave. Rappy? Taking a peek inside, are you?
Stay back. Don't come. Stay back.
Rappy, be nice.
If you come closer, I'll kill you.
Rappy, what are you doing? Grave lifts the box and aims it at Rappy. Rappy halts in her tracks. Ah, there she is. Knew it was coming at some point. We finally see her now. Wow. Inside, there's a pale Nikke lying in a seemingly peaceful slumber.
Jiro.
Oh boy. Grave opens fire. Rappy turns her head slightly to the side to dodge the bullet. As the bullet streaks through the air, it detonates with a blast, scattering countless shards in the crystal in the wake.
Tell me. What is she doing here?
Grave closes the lid of the coffin and picks it back up.
What? What are you doing carrying around a heretic?
Don't call her that.
Tell me what you're doing with a heretic!
I said, don't call her that.
Oh boy, we really shouldn't be picking a fight when it's just the two of us, Rappy.
Safety first!
Plus, I've got a bum leg right now. I can't really exactly run if she tries to fight us. Ouch. Man, when they hit hard.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Return to where you belong.
Time to finish.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
Oh man, oh man. Oh boy. Grave fires a barrage of shots. But Rappy definitely dodges all the attacks and returns fire whenever there's a pause in full said.
I can't believe it.
Rappy, what are you doing?
She shouldn't be here. No, she shouldn't be anywhere at all.
Humans are deceitful.
Ah, Jesus.
So now you consider me a human? I'm not sure if I should be happy to hear that or not.
Oh boy. This is not a good place to fight. Seeing an opening, Rappy crouches and charges a grave, closing the distance between
My
us.
weapons aren't doing anything, so I'll have to resort to my fists.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Crave slams the box in her hand into the charging Rappy. Rappy's body contorts and she's pinned to the
I
ground.
didn't think you'd be able to swing something so heavy.
Time to die.
Wait, please wait. Ah, jeez. Crave places the barrel of her gun on Rappy's stomach and puts her finger on the trigger. Oh god. How the black and white makes it so much more impactful. Grave! Don't shoot, I beg you!
You're human.
Why are you fighting like this?
She insulted my treasure. She insulted my mission.
If that's what you're doing all this for, then it's my mission to destroy it!
Oh man. Rappy's body begins to turn reddish hue. She's changing it, using the red hood again.
Playtime is over.
Rappy grabs the barrel and the gun with one hand.
What the?
Red Hood. Rappy tosses his gun away with all her strength, sending Grave flying backward into the wall. Rappy leaps in close on Grave, aiming a roundhouse kick at her abdomen. The wall beneath Grave shatters into splinters, sending debris flying everywhere. Grave staggers on the verge of a collapse. Rappy stands back a few paces.
Give it back! We cannot allow that thing to exist!
Red Hood? It can't be. It can't be.
No, but it sorta is, but also different and new.
So, you've stolen the dead.
Well, not exactly.
Insulting my mission wasn't enough.
Ah, boy.
You must also defile the heroes of the past. Die. Die and repent.
Oh, God.
Anise, here!
Oh, hey, girls.
Or we'll blow you to Kingdom Come!
Hey, girls. Good of you to join us. Sorry, Tess is a bad time.
Just you wait. I shall see you dead.
Grave carries the coffin on the box before vanishing without a trace. Rappy's hair returns to its original color. You doing okay, Rappy?
I'm fine. Just exhausted. I don't appear to be overheating like before.
Rappy! Commander!
How did you find us?
How could we not? With all that ruckus? Did you get into a fight with the unknown?
I explained what happened to Anise and Neon.
The heretic was inside the coffin? And Rappy used Red Hood? Thought you couldn't use that anymore.
Compared to before, The power. It feels more stable this time around.
You've taken that power and made it your own.
Not quite yet.
If that's the case, awesome. But how did you know that what you saw was a heretic? You've seen her before?
I'm certain of it. I even knew her name. Although, I'm not sure how. I can only assume it has something to do with the Red Hood.
Yeah, perhaps one of Red Hood's memories.
That was my guess. Where are the others?
They're waiting up ahead.
What is it? What's with that look? Did you find hammering?
We found hammering.
Is she okay?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come and see for yourself.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Very well.
They are humanity.
Here we go.
I'm glad I was able to
On my way.
encounter.
Here we go. Rapture's eliminated. Very well. Moving out.
It is not.
Encounter.
Question is, how bad
my
is
way.
it? Hammering's body is slumped against the wall, as if paralyzed. She merely stares at me and smiles. Although she might seem fine on the outside, chances are her insides. Hammering?
You came. I'd love to give you a big hug, but I can't move.
You're still in the mood for jokes, aren't you?
How's my condition?
You've nearly been devoured by those accursed crystals. While they haven't quite reached
She's
your
alive,
core,
so better than I expected at least.
your insides are practically stuffed with them. They've pierced through your back and attached themselves to the wall.
Ah, so that's why I couldn't get up. I thought I was imagining things. So what happens now?
I don't know. It's either you live or die.
Could we still separate her head to
Well,
bring
I
that back?
certainly don't want to die.
I know that.
When my arm got bad, I tried to detach it. But it didn't go well. I was too scared.
Of course you
Just
were.
couldn't bring myself to do it.
I understand.
Hate to say we told you so. Alec, the operation device is broken. Can you fix it?
What seems to be the issue? I can't guarantee it if it's completely broken.
I think it took some water damage.
That should be an easy fix. Give it here.
Hand the operation device over to Eleg. Just don't install Boom, alright?
Ugh, give me some credit, will you?
Crouch down in front of Hammering. Hammering? We're gonna get you out of this wall. But it's probably gonna hurt.
I figured. Just make it quick.
Liberin, Fragile, you two hold Hammering. Julie, Rappy, break the crystals. The rest of you, cover us.
Roger.
All right. Here we go. Hang in there. It'll be over soon.
It feels like I'm being stabbed from the inside.
The crystals seem to be affecting the nerve sensors.
You hold on, Hammering?
You fool. It's your own stupidity that got you into this mess.
I thought you liked living that way. Drilly.
I do.
A moment later.
There. You're free. Can you walk?
My body feels really heavy. And it's a bit cumbersome to walk. But I can handle it.
In other words, you can't walk.
No, look at me.
You're
Sounds a bit
crackling.
strange when I walk, and my movements are a bit choppy like in an old video game. But at least I'm mobile.
Please stop saying this nonsense.
Here you are, Commander.
You fixed it? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Shifty, do you read me?
Loud and clear. I thought something bad had happened to you.
Well, it did. We rescued the away team, so we're heading back now.
Okay, great. How's hammering?
Not great. The crystals had devoured most of her body.
I see.
Taking her to Ark isn't feasible, so we're heading to Reclamation Site 1. Can we expect any support in terms of personnel or equipment?
I'll put in a request, but I'm not sure what it'll amount to.
Thank you.
Are we heading back now?
Gotta.
We've accomplished our goal.
All right, I'll lead the way. Fortunately, the crystals aren't expanding like they were before, so we should be able to return safely. The only question is, how do we get back up the tunnel?
Things at the Ark have calmed down, so transportation robots will be provided.
I also set up ropes and footsteps in the tunnel as we came down. It'll be a bit of a challenge, but we should be able to climb up.
Nicely done, Drilly. You think of everything. Let's get going. Fragile, you're up.
Okay.
You still got the drama between you two to sort out, too.
This
Betting
is
we're
an
probably gonna run
educational
into the grave one more
experience
time
as well.
before we get out of here.
Just a little more.
Alright, hold on well. Haven't had to use my skills yet.
Sorry.
I wonder if I'll be able to get through another chapter with this current level, or if I'll need even more. Oh boy, that's a lot.
Last slippers, full contact. Pour out.
We finally meet Cinderella. Too bad it couldn't be under better circumstances. Really wondering how we're gonna make amends with each other.
I should start preparing for the next class.
I have something to say.
Don't even think about going back to see the Harmony Cube again. Just drop it. You have no idea what you are going through right now.
If things are getting dangerous, it's best to sever my head.
Yeah,
I
was
can't
thinking
do
that
it
too.
myself, so one of us should do it instead.
You make it sound so easy. What if something goes wrong? You might die. But what about me?
Come on, nothing bad will happen.
How can you be so sure? You're being a fool.
I guess better to put your friend out of their
Really?
misery before they turn to
We
a
may never return
full
to this
crystal
place.
body.
If we don't go back there and do something, someone else may stumble upon it and claim it for themselves. Is that what you want? I've come all this way and been through hell. So I'd like to have something to show for it. For our future. One where we can hold our heads high.
Is it possible?
How long will it take us to reach the reclamation site?
About half a day.
2 hours is enough.
2 hours? That's a big difference in time. Trony, prepare the brain shelter just in case.
On it.
No half measures. Let's check out that Harmony Cube.
What? Are we really going back? You've become rather gung-ho about this whole search mission, Master.
It's quite striking.
What?
I'll set our route toward the Harmony Cube. However,
Striking in a
if
good way or
Hammerin's
bad way?
condition worsens, we will immediately detach her head and return.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you. Even if I die in the process, at least I'll die with no regrets.
Stop talking like that.
Alright, let's make that final trek then.
Very well. Moving out.
On my way.
Just a little bit more. Final stretch. I missed one pickup along the way somewhere.
Girl to the rescue!
It is not becoming to rush.
Rapture's eliminated!
Moving.
Boom! Girl to the rescue! Very well. I shall grant you victory, your
Moving.
Oh wait, there it is. Cool.
It is not becoming to rush.
Boom! Girl to
It is
Rapture's eliminated! Very well. Boom! Girl to the rescue!
On my way.
What a truly beautiful
I
story
think I will be
this
good for
was.
another,
I
maybe
am
another
most
chapter or two
pleased
at
with it.
my current level.
Moving.
Coming.
If this is recommending 360 and I'm at 380 right now,
Very
I'd say I'm
well.
doing pretty good.
Moving. Boom! Girl to the rescue!
Moving.
Come on, can we get around
On
that
my
first?
Very well. Moving out.
0.4%. Part of my body has disappeared. I get it now. So I'm being used as a material as well. It's a shame that I can't watch until the end, but considering myself as the cornerstone, it doesn't seem too bad.
It is not
Should I begin?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Time for a
Robbie,
big finale.
This is...
Yes. It's the lost sector.
It seems to be like this only around the Harmony Cube. Fascinating.
Yeah, it is like that.
The Harmony Cube is a device intended to facilitate the construction of the Ark. It would make sense to lay the groundwork in the nearby vicinity.
The materials all seem to be glass.
You're right.
I think it's to guard off the crystals.
My thoughts exactly. The objective is to construct buildings, but that's no good if they get devoured by the crystals as soon as they're built. So, if you want to prevent the encroaching crystals from interfering, you'd have to use glass as a building material. I think that's their thought process. The building where we found Miss Liverin seems to confirm that theory. However, some kind of error in the calculations caused it to manifest in a remote place.
Can we take some of these?
You holding on,
Are you
hammering?
okay?
Yeah, just a bit tired.
They're not
I'm
clawing
okay.
up. Crystals aren't clawing up your throat,
This
are they?
place is amazing. I'm glad I came here.
Let me take a look at you. Okay, good. They haven't reached your head yet.
Do you think someone is planning on making another arc here?
It seems pretty certain to me by this point. Yeah. Although, I don't understand what would be the point of making a city of glass. For tourism? Well, I suppose that would be rather unique.
Everyone?
Now that we've seen everything, should we start heading back?
This place makes me feel uneasy.
Hold on. I'll just take some of this.
With a deliberate move, hammering lowers herself to the ground. Puts her chisel on the ground and starts hammering. We should hurry back. I think this might be as far as we go.
Yes, we should head back and rest.
Fragile suddenly reaches into her Liberan's bag.
Wait!
Fragile takes out a small glass bottle from Liberan's bag. Inside the bottle are some crystals and small batteries.
Liverin. I knew something was up.
Oh boy.
Why would you agree to go back when you hadn't obtained anything? Are you planning on giving this to Sixo?
Yeah, figured that'd be the case.
It's not what you think! You can't take the crystals back! That spelled disaster for the Ark! That place is teeming with food sources for that stuff!
It'll be fine. That's why I put them in that glass bottle.
And plan to give them to Sixo, all people?
Sorry, if you'll excuse me.
Liberan turns to run off. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Liberan collapses to the ground.
My leg! Fragile, did you shoot me?
Fragile approaches Liberan without saying a word. With a fierce stomp, she shatters a glass bottle that's strewn on the ground.
If you're going to spend the rest of your life in fear of Sixo, perhaps it's better that you die. Then you won't have to be afraid anymore. And you won't hurt anyone else either.
Oh, God.
Wait! Fragile!
Oh, jeez, there it goes. Crystal starts shooting up out of Hammering's body.
The crystals are expanding! What? Quick, her head! What do we do with her head?
Robbie?
On it!
Robbie delivers a swift punch to the Hammerings and sends her head flying off.
You did that with your bare hands?
She's quite impressive.
Check her status.
Her head, it's not on her body.
It's okay,
Pull
Julie.
yourselves together.
There's a bit of crystal at the base of the neck, but the rest seems okay.
Remove the crystal and get her
Can you
somewhere
remove it?
something else.
I'll try.
Everyone! Hammering's body!
Oh, jeez. Crystals in Hammering's body continues to expand until it becomes a large patch of crystals.
Oh boy, we've really done it now. Crystals consume electricity, right? Well, look what's above our heads right now. It's
Oh,
a
no.
device that uses all the electricity that's been collected.
Right, we brought the crystals into
We'd be the best meal it can ever dream of.
Oh, no.
So they are going after the Harmony Cube?
The crystals are continuing to expand. They're forming something. It's a crystal chamber.
No, he's not again. Everyone prepare for combat.
Alright, let's do this. Here we go.
I'm so nervous.
Me too.
You too, Miss Troney?
Gee, that's such a grim sight. Jeez.
Don't you move, Liverin. I'll deal with you when we're done fighting. Although, you won't be able to go anywhere.
Fragile, please. I understand you're upset, Fragile, but this is not how you make things better. By shooting your former friends. Ah, we gotta do this again, huh? At least we get to hear this cool song again.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
God, there's just so many things going on at once. Where's Grave now? Where did Grave run off to?
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out.
Now is the time of true beauty.
Never giving up. Not get rid of it.
How annoying.
That hurt a bit. Keep breaking them.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin.
Patch it up, patch it up.
Return to where you belong.
That is a lot of health bars. 300. Oh man.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Keep laying into it. We've got quite the wall to chip away at here.
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. I'll see it through.
Oh boy. Why do they always gotta leave it to one person? Jeez. Brace for impact!
Everything
it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it'd be.
Banished from paradise.
Time for class to begin.
See, I already healed up.
Return to where you belong.
Now is the time of...
Alright, phase 2, let's do this.
I really feel it here.
Ah, get those out of here. Almost there, a little bit more.
I can still keep fighting, and everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Glass slippers, full contact.
Pour out.
Pay attention in class.
And there it goes. Down it falls once again.
I'm glad I was able to protect everyone.
This is a great boss theme.
Crystal chamber down.
Any crystals remaining?
None that I can see.
Anise, take care of hammering and we're returning immediately. Rappy, you take care of Liberlin.
Roger.
I'm readjusting your inhibitors. As of now, no one is allowed to fire upon other Nikkes.
Very well.
Let's go, we gotta hurry. Fragile, lead the way.
Got it.
To think just earlier in the last chapter we were talking about butts. My beast. My beast. What the heck is my beast? Reclamation Site 1. Did everyone make it out?
Yes. Everyone has returned to the Ark after a detailed examination. Save for hammering.
What happened to her?
Her head is being stored in a special case made of insulating material. She's currently on the surface.
She's up on the surface? Where specifically?
It's far too risky to move her, so we have set up a temporary camp. The location is strictly confidential. Not even I know it. I only know that Drilly made a special request to remain there with her. So now it's just the two of them there. The bit of crystal left at the base of Hammering's neck meant they couldn't place her in a brain shelter.
Yeah.
If there's no electricity, why hasn't the crystal disappeared? Small amounts of electricity are always being generated in the brain and body. So, it appears the crystal is moving towards her brain, albeit very slowly.
Things are going from bad to worse.
We are hard at work making a new brain shelter that won't be affected by the crystal. Once we do that, she'll be moved back here.
Moving her here would probably be the best course of action. It's not like there are a whole bunch of people or resources that would be put in danger.
Is there no way to remove the crystals? There is. By cutting off the flow of electricity to the brain. This, however, would kill her.
What else can we do?
We are looking for a solution.
You can't just shave the crystals
MMR has
off?
gotten involved,
These cells are like just at the base of her neck?
They are sure to come up with something. Fortunately, the crystals don't appear to affect the nymph as ordinary corruption does. Given that the crystals are a physical entity, I am confident they will be able to resolve this situation. I certainly hope so.
What about Liberlin?
I have not received any news on her, other than that she is being held in the detention facility. Enoch is having difficulty in reaching a verdict since she failed to commit a crime. When Liverin was arrested, there was an incident in which Fragile caused a disturbance.
Ah, jeez,
After
again?
being struck by an incapacitating round, she was placed on house arrest.
Do you think Fragile really intended to kill Liverin?
I think so.
She probably made the decision after having a talk with her.
What about electric shock?
They're busy writing reports. Once they're done, They'll probably be rejoining you. They are the only party involved in this incident that got out unscathed.
Yeah, at least they got
That's
them,
true.
both of them. What does the central government think about the whole episode?
They reached a conclusion a short while ago. I'll read their statement. The crystal region has been deemed excessively perilous.
Yeah.
Nothing from these areas is to be utilized in any way. No exceptions. In addition,
Let's see how long
leaving
that
these
lasts.
areas unchecked has also been deemed dangerous. Therefore, the area will be eradicated.
Eradicated?
That's all. I didn't expect that.
What, are they planning to
I
drop
thought
a
for
nuke
sure
on
they'd
it?
try to get something out of it. That shows just how dangerous that place is. If one minor slip-up ended with a single crystal entering the Ark, it could spell doom for us all.
How are they intending to destroy it?
Various methods are being considered. But one thing is for certain. Absolute will head to the surface and execute the mission. Oh. The Special Commando
Well, it'll
will
be nice to
also
see them again.
participating. Oh. The burden of being good at your job, I suppose.
Grave is probably still up there.
She's gonna give us a fight.
That's a safe bet.
I won't let her get away next time.
Shifty? What about Sixo?
It's just as Liverin said. There's nothing. The only thing we have to go on is that name, Sixo. And even that is most likely an assumed alias. Like a nickname on the internet?
Yeah.
I think it's something like that.
Should we proceed to the Ark?
We have an important mission ahead of us, so hold off for now. I'll continue looking into Sixo. And I'll let you know if I find anything.
Got it. Thank you. So many things are happening all at once. My head hurts. For now, I need a break. You need to me twice? Come on, game. What's going on in the Ark? The Ark. Electric shock dormitory.
Do you think Miss Hammering is okay?
She'll be fine.
I feel bad for everything she had to go through.
Yeah.
Do you think those crystals could become a substitute power source?
No, they lack scalability. Besides, the risk is too high.
We didn't end up finding anything during this search mission.
We hadn't counted on finding something that quickly anyway.
I know, but still. It would have at least taken the sting out of how Miss Hammering and Miss Liverin ended up.
It's okay.
It's a lot of
We
bad
can
stuff
always
happening.
try again. Because I know you're not the type to give up.
Oh, Trony.
You're right. I'll never give up.
Aren't you sweet, Trony?
I will show everyone what the real sky looks like.
I know you will.
Just a second. I got a message.
I'm looking to purchase some information. Name the price and I'll pay. I'm not selling.
Who was that?
Spam. I still can't believe such a thing still exists in this day and age.
I know, right? Back to the lobby. Detention facility inside the Ark. How you holding up, Liberlin? The door of the detention center facility opens and a phone slips through.
Huh? Who is it?
Need to guess? Liberlin picks up the phone with trembling hands. Even now, Sixel's not letting you go, huh? Did you bring what I asked for? Fragile told me you spoke to her. Well, well, I'm surprised. I thought you'd be trembling in fear. Yes, I told her everything. What of it? I plead with you not to. Why should I have to listen to single words you say? Besides, I kept the most important thing from her. So you ought to be thanking me, don't you think? Well, no response? Don't you have anything to say? Thank you. Good. That's better. I'm quite disappointed in you. In exchange for keeping such a big secret, I asked for one small favor, and you couldn't even do that. The search mission was too dangerous. That's not my concern. I figured this might happen, but I must admit, I still have a soft spot for you. So forgive you for failing me on this search, for not responding immediately to my message, for talking back to me. I'm even going to give you one more chance to make it up to me. Thank you. 1 hour later, fire's gonna break out in the detention center shortly. You'll be able to escape, in the ensuing pandemonium. What? Once you're out, I want you to bring me back one thing you got from the search mission. But there's nothing left from the expedition. Yes, there is. Her head. You mean... Yes, Hammering's head. Bring it to me. That is so fucked.
I'm done for.
Oh, man. So we're at Mob East.
Did you find it? Very
still
well.
just here.
Moving out.
That I'll have to do for now. Man, that 6 shows one persistent guy, or girl, whoever they are.